2, 3, 4. What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be covering some Alice in Chains, Man in the Box. We're going to be doing the chorus, which is the chordal part I just played. In another video, we'll cover this. We'll cover that in another video. So grab your acoustic or your electric. This is geared towards beginners, and let's get started. Alright guys, so for this lesson video, I want you to know this is not a standard E, but you can play it with standard E. This is going to be D sharp or E flat, which means everything is 1/2 step below. I'll go ahead and leave that in the description box below. So, first chord here, we're going to be doing an E5 or a power chord. This is an open power chord. You're going to be hitting the 6th string open. Then your first finger is going to be fret 2, string 5. So we're going to get this nice even sound. When you play, you don't want to overpluck that one like this. Just nice and easy on both of those, okay? For both strings. Now, when we snap, we're going to be snapping into a G chord. So a G chord is going to be fret 3, finger 2, finger 3 technically. 1, 2, 3, 6th string. First finger, fret 2, string 5. Open on the 4, open on the 3. I like to play my G chord with a ring finger, fret 3, string 2, so it's the same fret as the middle finger. And then my pinky is going to be fret 3 as well, string 1. So these 3 fingers are on the same fret, different strings. First finger right there in front. So the idea when you play this one, you want to play it nice and even. You don't want to fast strum through it. It's going to be more of a brushing. See my red hand right here when I brush it? So when I come from the E chord, nice and even but punchy. See how I kind of swept those strings when I came into that G chord? You don't want to too fast. You want to punch, sweep through it, kind of like sweeping motion, okay? Now the trick is as a beginner, you may have trouble with that jump, so you're going to take your time with that. You're just going to practice. And then you may be still at the stage where you're putting one finger down at a time. That's unfortunate, but it's part of something everybody goes through. So the idea is you want to try to get the shape down before you play it. Notice I have the G shape down before I touch the fretboard right here at all. So I have the shape of where I'm going E5, G major. Okay, so sweep it. Now we're going into a D major. D major means we're going to be doing the 4th string open. We're not playing 6 or 5. First finger, fret 2, string 3. Ring finger, fret 3, string 2. And middle finger is going to be fret 2, string 1. So these are on the same fret, skipping one string between, fret string 3, string 1. Ring finger right there, string 2. Now, same thing with this one. A lot of people tend to put one finger down at a time. You want to learn to play with time to get the shape or the mold. So when you play this one, same idea as the G. You sweep through it. You don't straight through it. You kind of let the notes breathe a little bit, like if you're using a brushing motion if you're painting. So when you come from E, it's punchy, E5. Sweep G. Sweep D major. Now let's talk about blending these 3. Notice how they're evenly blended. I'm maybe punching the E a little fast or a little punchier or louder. But the next 2, I'm trying to make them sound nice and clean and even. That's the trick to this riff. Now from here, we're jumping into an A5 chord. So an A5 exactly like an E5. E5, we were on the 6 and 5. Now for an A5, we're taking our first finger. We're going to put it on fret 2, string 4. And our A note, we're going to be playing open. So 5th string open, 4th string fret 2, like this. So let's put that together now. We got E5, G major, D major, A5. Sound like I'm getting a little out of tune here. So The trick with that is if you can't play it that fast, you're going to play a little slower. I'm going to give you that at the end where we play them all together. So now, when we get to A5, now we got one more little thing to learn. That. Now, what we're going to do here is after you hit A5, I am starting to get really out of tune here somewhere. Anyway, so we're going to hit the open 6th string. Middle finger is going to come to the G note on the 6th string. So fret 3. And then you're going to hit it off again from 6th string open. So open, 3, open. So from A5, again, A5, now I like to, and I believe Jerry does this as well, where you put a little bit of a pinch on it, and you're going to be slamming it or dumping it into your first chord, which is your E5. So open, push on 3, bend a little bit. Now how much do you bend? You're not bending up a half step. You're not bending up that much. It's just a little pinch. Just a pinch. And once you reach that little pinch's apex, you snap it to the E5. So if I were to do it from here, you can practice as this. Again, watch me, watch my middle finger. So open 3, dump it. Now, technically, that open 3, 0, that 0 is the dump into the E5. So it's A5, E5 at the end right there, okay? So putting that all together one time, and then we're going to start the reps on how to play this. So we got this. E5, G, D major, A5. Alright guys, so I'm going to play a slow and a fast pace. Now, if you're not here, don't worry about it yet, okay? You may need more time to develop the chords or the fingerings or anything like that. I was the same way. So take it as it is. Remember, if you practice every day, a little a day, it's going to help you get to these points that we need you to be. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now let's do a fast pace. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright everybody, that's it for this guitar lesson video. Thank you for watching as always. And if you need more help with scales, solos, whatever it may be, theory, I'm also a piano instructor as well as a guitar instructor. You can learn more about that at mountainsideguitar.com. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next guitar lesson video.